Rocco, there was a lot to like in that game, not a lot to dislike. Is that the kind of game that you have been waiting for and knowing that your team was capable of putting together?
Yeah, great. That was a great day at the ballpark. It was a very thorough game, a complete game in a lot of ways, and both sides of the ball. We went out there, faced a good pitcher, had some good at bats. Buck had a really big day. Those swings are fantastic. I mean, watching him basically just hit a line drive to left field and be on second base is it's a beautiful thing. The swing earlier in the game, same. Eddie Julian had good swings today too. Our pitchers threw the ball well. I mean, Bader stops that action in that inning with that play in left field. That's what he can do in the outfield. So there were a lot of guys contributing out there today that came up very big.
Going back to the bats, you guys have had some really big innings, but haven't been able to close it out or build off of it. To see a couple runs come across in different points of this game, how important, how big is that?
Yeah, we had to. We had to do it that way today. You know, they weren't going to come, all in one inning. You know, that we had to go out there and have good at bats. We had to lay off some splits below the zone. We had to get in some good counts and force the action in that manner. Like I said, Mize been throwing the ball very well. So to be able to go out there, put some runs on the board right away, give ourselves a little bit of an edge in this game early on. I think that was really big, but then we carried it through. We tacked on, and every pitcher that we handed the ball to today threw the ball exceptionally well.
You stick with Simeon there in the fifth. He gets out of it. How much does that kind of set up everything that comes after?
Yeah, it really helps. It shortens the game for us. It leaves us in a spot where we're not trying to complete an inning with one of our relievers who may have pitched recently also, and then you just end up ahead. When guys can go out there, finish their innings, get through 5, get through 6 innings, it really helps the bullpen and all the decisions that go into the bullpen moves. But we had guys ready. For every spot we called them into, they did it. Griffin looked really good. Duran looked really good. Sands is throwing the ball good. These guys have the stuff to get anyone out. Lou Varlin was electric. Like I said, it's really good when you have guys that are throwing the ball like that and come in ready.
What have you seen from Eddie just at the plate lately?
I think Eddie looks really good right now. I think he's very comfortable at the plate. I think he's seeing the ball very well. I think he's looking for pitches in different parts of the zone. He's on heaters. He's on off-speed pitches. He drives the ball really well to the opposite field. And when you see him doing that, he's in a nice spot.
This kind of game indicative of just, it's that close. It's just, you guys are just, you're capable of so much more than what the results have been.
Yeah, I think that's a very good version of our club. That's what our club looks like. This is the way that we play. That's a game that I've seen many times before from this group, and that's the game we're looking for, and we want to play a whole lot of games like that.
You shuffled the lineup a little bit to hopefully jumpstart the group. Obviously, the results were there, but were you getting a feeling of just the energy or the mindset before this game? Did you see anything from your team here today and how they were going to respond to that?
Well, the guys continue to show up with good energy. Buck came rolling on in today with a big smile on his face, and you never know what the future holds, but Tommy might have said to us today in the dugout that Buck is going to catch a heater right now and start going, and once in a while you hear things like that, but when he says that and Buck goes out there and does what he does, there might have been a little bit of a feeling about that going into it. What that means, couldn't tell you, but it was said. It was said.
Tommy's done that a couple times. He's been on the money.
The Oracle.
Interesting.
Yep.
Okay.
Tommy Watkins.
Nice to see Brooks dive right in and have a big hit too. Right?
Yep. Brooks has a big swing. He can hold things down at different spots on the field defensively. You can just see the way he plays the game. You see the game clock and the kind of the comfort level that he plays these different positions with. Doesn't rush. Knows where he's at. Knows what he needs to do. He did. He stepped right in and he contributed, and that's what we're looking for.
You think guys were affected by the smoke at all? Did you notice that down?
Yeah, we definitely noticed it. We saw some dark smoke. Kind of blooming out there up into the sky, and then it turned into the white smoke. We figured it was some fire extinguishers or something putting it out, whatever was going on. But I don't think it bothered the guys. I think it took guys' attention for a second as they figured out just what was going on around them. It's a little unusual. It kind of resembled when the wildfires were in the area. And yeah, when you're breathing in on the field, you can sense it, but I don't think it stopped anyone from being able to play.